I need the wealthiest black person in the class. Where are you from?
I'm from like South Jersey.
South Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what do you, when you say you're wealthy, what do you mean?
Well, my house is like on like
Wait,
10.
speak right.
My house is like on like 10 acres, and it's like basically like a mansion.
And what kind of car do you drive?
Well, some days I get to choose like BMW or like a Cadillac, so like whatever
Yeah.
one I want.
All right, Mom. And what's your name?
Christina.
Christina?
Yes.
Christina, this is Brent right there. Who lives in a tell me what's your story? Why'd you raise your hand?
I'm here on a scholarship. I've been homeless, lived with family members, been broke like my whole life pretty much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so a very different story than him.
Yeah, I don't even like get financial aid. My parents make too much.
Yeah. I can imagine that. Okay. Now I need two people. Now I need somebody who's in between, just middle class. What's your name?
My name's Keyshawn.
Middle class? Like, what's that mean?
I live in like Lancaster. Yeah, I still get some financial aid, but like not enough to cover all of it. So
What do you drive, like a Honda Civic?
I
or
ain't
something?
drive shit.
Yeah. You know.
I ain't drive nothing.
So you're like a little bit on the lower end of middle class? Yeah. All right. So now, just give me a black person who drives a Honda Civic, or a brown person. Like, you got to have like a Honda Civic or something. Is that you? All right, come here real fast. All right. All right, here, you ready? Dude, you go. I'm gonna take the mic. Hang on real fast. All right. Middle class?
Yes.
Yeah, where do you live? Like, what kind of house? Like,
We live in a townhouse in Philly, but like my parents are from Africa, so we have a house there.
yeah.
So,
You have a house in Africa too?
yeah.
All right, cool. All right, man. But it's not a mansion like
No.
Brent's. Okay. And what's your name again?
Maymuna.
This is Christina. This is, what's your name again?
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn and Brent. Brent, right? All right, you ready? Here, we're going to do this. You three come with me. You stand down here. Christina, Maymuna, you come with me. You go, Brent, you come with me too, man. Okay, you stand, bro, you stay right there. You go like right here, that's good. Yo, you stand at the top of the stairs right there. Okay, so here's what's up. Now I need a volunteer. A sorority person. What's your name?
Lauren.
Lauren? Okay, sit down in the front. You can just sit on the table. All right, here, I'll take that. Okay, so watch this, you all. So here's the deal. The question is the following. Just watch. Just watch. I'm just going to do this thing, and you're going to just watch, and then you're going to answer a question. So check this out. One of the problems that we have is making generalizations about rich people and poor people, and we immediately associate black and brown people with being poor, and we associate white people with being rich, and like white people got all this and white people got all that. But just notice who's up here. And white people, how many of you live in what is essentially a mansion on 10 acres? Wait, white people, raise your hands. How many? Maybe not 10 acres, maybe 5 acres. Anybody? Dude, how many rooms?
There's like 6 bathrooms, I think.
6 bathrooms? Do you have an elevator?
My dad wanted to, but like, no.
Okay, wanted an escalator?
Escalator? No, it's
All
not.
right, elevator. All right, that's cool, man. All right, so listen, man. So wait, hang on. White people, how many live in a house where your father or your mother wanted to even put in an elevator? And I don't mean one of those things on the stairs where you sit in it. Wait, you got that? So one person? All right. Anybody else? I have one, by the way. I wanted to buy a place with an elevator, but I haven't been able to afford it yet. 2, another person, right? Got it? Okay. So look at that. Just notice. All right, so bro, imagine, here's what goes on. This is awesome, by the way. Watch. So I want to go back to this. So here's what happens. This is over time. Notice, this is income over time. So we're going to pretend that all of these people represent a different group. So you're going to represent black people down here. You're going to represent Hispanic people. and you're going to represent white people, and you're going to represent Asian people, let's just say, right? And by the way, one of the reasons Asian household income is so high is because two things. One, Asians are more likely to be recent immigrants, so they're more likely to pool resources together. So it's household income. So it's all people living in the household. You can have, dude, the only reason he lives in a mansion might be because he has 12 family members living with them, and they all make $30,000 a year. You know what I mean? But they're not, you wouldn't say they're wealthy, but they all pool their money together, and so they make a lot of money. But they only all make $30,000 a year, and there's 12 of them, so that's actually a lot of money, and they can afford a mansion. You got it? So that matters. Also, Asians are more likely to be recent immigrants coming with a higher education. So therefore, they're going to automatically make more money, just like Africans, okay, who are coming to the U.S. All right, so watch this. Over time. Now, over time, they start moving up the ladder. So Christina down here, what you're going to tell Christina is, hey, man, you need to work really hard. And if you do, you can get up where Brent is. You know what I mean? That's what you want, right? Maybe not. Okay, if you had 2-3 bedrooms, that would be awesome. But yeah, if you could get or 2 bathrooms, or you get 6, that'd be good. But the idea is you got to climb. This is time. These stairs represent time, and you got to climb, and you got to move forward. Keyshawn? So Keyshawn, same thing. You're here. You don't have a Honda Civic yet. But it's coming, man. It may not be a BMW, but you start with a Honda Civic, bro, and then you move up to a Lexus, and before you know it, you're killing it in a Dodge. All right, so same thing with you. Your goal is to get to there. So you're here at Penn State to make more money than your parents make. This is the ideal. Same with you, and bro, same with you. Okay? So everybody's going to move, and what's he going to do? So Brent here, he has his money, he has his investments, he has his brains, he has everything. What are they going to do? They're going to use that to move forward. Same with Christina, same with Keyshawn, same with all of us, right? So they're all going to move forward. But watch what happens, right? So Christina, here, turn around. So Christina, you need to start your journey on upward social mobility. So as she's walking toward us, so is Keyshawn, and so is Maimuna. And Maimuna, right? Did I get it? Dude, and so is Brent. Look, he's not stopping. So the thing is for her, watch, we're all looking at her going hey, you need to do really well, and you need to get ahead, and eventually, instead of being here, over time, you'll start moving up the ladder. But what you don't see, and what we're not looking at is, dude, while she's moving, so are all these other people moving. They didn't stop. Brent's not going yeah, well, you know what? Got it down. I'm just going to chill the F out now for a while. While some of these people down here, who maybe didn't get as lucky as I did to be born in my family, I'm going to just chill out here in these stairs before I really start climbing again, and we're going to let them catch up a little bit. No, man, his father, his mother, and his father's, their investments are reaping dividends every day. They don't call their broker and say, hey, you can just hold off on that a little bit while some other people catch up. No, he's moving forward. So look, Christina moved up a step, right? That's cool. But look where he moved. And look, he's going to keep going a couple more, and he's just going to keep moving. And then, so Maimuna's going to move one, and Keyshawn and Christina, yes, she goes one, but that's it. And he up there, the problem is when you're on top, and this is like Americans, right? When you're on top, all we're looking at is this, right here. We're looking at this. We're not looking down. We're not looking at the degree, but the reality is, Brent here and Maimuna, I got it right, dude. Keyshawn, they are in effect making it more difficult for her to move up because there are only so many slots, you all, right? There is not unlimited wealth, unlimited resources that everybody can be where Brent is. And the problem is you get to the top and there's not a lot of space for her. She can work and work and work. But every time she goes to the library and studies, every time she does exactly what she's supposed to do, they're doing the same thing. And look, they got head starts. So look what happens over time. Yeah, black people have made some progress, but so have Hispanics, so have white people, so have Asian people. Everybody's making progress. Nobody's stopping. She might make it up here. And, Brent or Keyshawn might, fall apart and be down there, and you might just be back at your grandma's house in Africa somewhere because you're such a lost soul and whatever. But it's not likely. You're going to be killing it, and you're going to move forward, and he's not likely to just one day go backwards. And so what happens is, if you are more privileged, and if you're sitting in this room on average, you're more privileged, it means that, hey man, there are a lot of things going on down there that people don't have an equal shot. And so the starting point matters. Okay, so Lauren, you ready? Next time someone says we all have an equal chance, what would you say?
I feel like it does kind of depend on what type of family you were born into. So I would like to think that people are able to build up from where they start, but I don't know if necessarily everyone's born into an equal chance.
Okay, so what would you say? Okay, so what would you say? Remember choice and chance. Look at Christina. Christina, right?
Yeah.
Look at Christina here. What would you say about her choice and her chance? Remember the other day, choice is her free will, her actions. And chance is just like the way where she's been born and opportunities and
Maybe by chance the opportunity or the original opportunity you were given wasn't the greatest, but I think by choice you're making awesome decisions, being able to come to school and build your way up to being maybe somebody like Brent, I think his name was.
So think like a sociologist. Is she likely to be where Brent is? Is she likely to end up where he is?
Maybe not as high as he is, but hopefully at least somewhere more comfortable than where you are now.
Yeah. What do you think about that? How do you see that for yourself? As someone who was home, here you can take that. Someone who was homeless, as someone who really.
Your environment, I guess, does kind of shape how you approach something. It can kind of shape your mindset, especially if you surround yourself with like-minded people who they let their environment shape their outcomes. But in my personal experience, I didn't let that stop me.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like it's ultimately up to the person and their determination.
Well, hang on. Let me be careful there. It's not ultimately up to the person. Okay. Because just like Brent is not going to end up down here, you can't will yourself up there. The only way you're going to get up there is to will yourself and have certain things happen that you don't control.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
certain things are shaped by external forces, yeah, but if you go into something all automatically thinking that, I feel like that's going to limit you.
So if you go into it automatically thinking that,
I'm not going to be able to get to where he's
exactly.
at.
And if you go into that not thinking hey, there are obstacles in my way.
Of course.
So for example, if you think, hey, I should be able to get where Maimuna is, that's I should do that. It's man, that also could be a real hindrance, because if you don't make it there, then you fall on the wayside. And that's also hard. So somehow you got to carry both of these constantly, you know what I mean? And so, so both matter. And but choice matters. Choice, what you're saying, my mindset is fundamentally important. And it is, man. All right. Maimuna, thanks, man. Brent, thanks, dog.